onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Rosen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On play action, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with his 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That touchdown, 49ers!
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And Monty Rice there on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. There's Rodgers to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers. Spinning away. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup there on the run. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that falls to the ground incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Play action here with Rosen. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 10. They run the counter. Mitchell. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter. What's been a tight contest so far. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on second down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. 51 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Rosen. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. He'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Rosen's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Rosen to throw again. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rosen. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Monty Rice. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Rosen. Got a man, that's Aiyuk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, Mitchell dances by at the 20. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Just a yard to go here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Complete, Dillon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.